Beautiful people, we will get started in just one moment. Be patient with me as I get everything up and running. In the meantime, between time, take a moment and comment down below the words replay if you're watching the replay, or comment down below the words live if you're watching live. We're going to get really deep. How to persuade people to do anything you want. And there is a catch to this. This is only going to be effective if, listen to me carefully, you are willing or able to merge what you want with what the person who you are trying to persuade wants. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but what I like to do right now is simply take a couple breaths to tune in, to tap in. I encourage you all to do the same. So if you can, if you are able, just take a moment and presence yourself, because it is so important that, especially with this topic, persuasion, that you are tapped into the Most High, that you are divinely guided and divinely connected. Otherwise, this stuff can become a very manipulative, and that's the last thing that I want. So let's take a moment and let's ensure that you listen to me and that I speak from higher mind. Let's do that now. Amazing. If there's anything that I say that resonates with you, comment down below. Let me know what it is. If you have any questions along the way, comment down below. Let me know what it is, and I will respond to you. If there's anything that rubs you the wrong way, well, comment down below. Perhaps I misspoke or you misunderstood me, or we can create clarity there with communication, my friend. So how to persuade people to do anything that you want. One more time, because this is so important. This is only going to work if you are able and willing to merge what you want with what is in the other person's best interest. Let that marinate. If what you want is to hurt somebody else, this is not going to work. If what you want is going to prevent someone from being their fullest expression, this is not going to work. This is only going to work if you are willing to merge what you want with what's going to serve someone else. That is the foundation of this entire training. Okay, and we're going to keep this training kind of short because it's really pragmatic. We're not going to get into a lot of theory. We're going to get really specific and pragmatic with our conversation here. Now, what inspired today's video is me simply reflecting on my journey and realizing that it wasn't long ago where I knew I was meant to serve a lot of people, but I was unable to communicate my message in a way that actually inspired people to change their lives for the better. So if you can resonate with that, and if you know you are here to serve a lot of people, but you're not doing it for various reasons, people aren't listening, or you're unable to really speak in a way that is persuasive, then this video is going to completely rock your world. I wish I would have had this years ago. I didn't gain access to this until like literally 12 months ago. And ever since, and especially if you're a coach and if you are here to lead people, which is kind of the position that I'm in, once I acquired this knowledge, game changing. I was able to attract so many more clients effortlessly, so much easier. Okay. So if that's something you want, continue to listen. Now, the problem most people have with persuading other people is poor communication. They don't know how to speak properly. And we're going to completely nip that in the butt. And we're going to solve that once and for all. So again, if you are a coach, especially if you're in the health or spiritual or mindset world, because that's what I'm familiar with, this pragmatic video, like I'm going to walk you through how many steps? 4 steps. These 4 steps, changing everything for you. Okay. So here's what we need to do. If we want to persuade anyone to do what we want, let me take a sip of my electrolyte. Paleo Valley watermelon electrolytes. It's like a clean Gatorade. Oh, it is so good. No added sugar. Okay, here is the secret sauce. If you use this, depending on where you're at, you might double your income with your coaching services. You might 10x it, especially if you're like new to the game. Regardless of where you're at, if you apply this, it's going to level up your ability to create impact in other people, and as a result, your ability to create more income. Okay. First, let us remember that this is only going to work. I know I'm sounding a bit redundant, but it's important and it's paramount that I make this crystal clear. This is only going to work if you are willing to merge what you want with the other person's best interests at heart. If you're unwilling to do that, stop watching this video because it's not for you. Moving on, if you are willing to truly serve people and help people live their best lives, if that's what you want, then this is going to work. Okay, let's ask ourselves, okay? So pragmatically speaking, this is how you do what I'm pointing to here. This is how you persuade anybody to do what you want. Ask yourself, and we'll use the example of you talking to one person. Perhaps I'll try to pull from examples of you talking to like a group of people, kind of like social media, I suppose. But let's say one person for now. What does that person in front of you, what does he or she want? Specifically, what exactly do they want? How can you merge your desires with the ability for them to obtain it? How can you want them to achieve their goal as bad as they want to achieve their goal? Okay. To give some examples here, let's say reflecting on my journey, where I was running a business, Body Life Mastery, where I was helping people lose weight and transform their body. The community I was speaking to, the individual who I was speaking to, okay, we'll stick with that example. The individual who I was speaking to wanted to lose weight, get stronger, transform their body, have better energy, perform better at work. That's what these people wanted. Okay. Perhaps if you are a spiritual coach whom you're talking to, they want to wake up. They want to be more enlightened. They want more peace, more bliss, more joy in their life. Awesome. Great. Regardless, whomever you are talking to, you have to get crystal clear on identifying what does this person want. If you're talking to a group of people, what do these people want? Okay, really simple. And then step 2, this is really simple. Okay, persuasion is so simple. We just have to merge ourselves with these universal laws. So many people try to create laws. Just abide by the laws that are already there and have a lot of fun within that framework. Okay, but step 2, communicate with conviction that you can give this person what they want. Now, don't lie here. Of course, if you can't help somebody lose weight or awaken or become more enlightened or whatever it is this person wants, don't tell them you can if you really can't. However, if you feel confident that you can help this person lose weight, manifest a goal, heal themselves, X, Y, or Z, you have to communicate. Listen to me carefully. Communicate with conviction that you can give them what they want. There's another layer here, which I will get to in a moment. Okay. But reviewing thus far, what does that person want? Get crystal clear on what it is. Step 2, communicate with conviction, becoming doubtless. Embody the state of doubtlessness. Communicate with conviction that you can give them what they want. Now, there's layers to how you communicate this. Okay, so let's call this like step 3. We have to identify whomever, we'll use one person, right? Whomever you are speaking to, you have to identify what level of consciousness this person is currently occupying or abiding in. Okay. There's 3 levels of consciousness when in the form of persuasion. Now there's infinite really in regards to like experiencing life, but with how we are persuaded, there's 3 levels. Okay, I'm going to touch on them real quickly. I actually just completed an in-depth training that I'm giving to you all for free. So if you want access to how to leverage communicating to somebody's consciousness level so that you can persuade them and influence human behavior, if you want access to this training, it's really in depth. Okay, just comment down below the words training. Just comment down below the word training. I will send you the link. It's free. Again, we go real in depth with using levels of consciousness to influence and persuade others. But real quick, an overview. I know I sound redundant here, but bear with me. What does this person want? Step 1. Step 2, communicate with conviction that you can give them what they want. Step 3, identify what level of consciousness this person is at so you can speak in a language that is going to light them up and inspire them. There's 3 levels. We have willful. We have the consciousness level of somebody who is very willful. I'll give an example in a moment. We have someone who is very intellectual, the consciousness of the intellect, the analytical mind. And then we have the intuitive state of consciousness, the person who just kind of goes with the flow and they allow God to guide them. Okay. Who are you talking to? If you're speaking one-on-one, this is a lot easier. If you're speaking to a group, everyone's kind of just like a bit in between. However, whenever you are making a pitch, speak to one person. Okay. So if you're speaking to a willful, you have to empower them in such a way that encourages them to use their will to change their life. You have to work hard to change your life. That's what the willful person needs to hear. If you talk intuitively to them or intellectually to them, it's just not going to resonate. It just won't. So we have to speak in their language. The intellectual person needs you to communicate in a way that makes it sound intelligent for them to do this. These are all the intricate details of why you need to take action. And this is how other people will perceive you more intelligently. Okay, so you speak to the intellectual person differently than you speak to the willful person. And then you have the intuitive person. The way you communicate to the intuitive person is you just kind of leverage the fact that they just go off of feelings. So there's no pressure on the intuitive person. You pressure the willful person. Hey, there's only 3 spots left. If you don't decide to work with me at the end of the week, like the spots are gone, the intuitive ain't going to jive with that. They're going to be like, yo, I don't like that. You'll turn them off. So with the intuitive, you give them space and you say something along the lines of, if this aligns with you, just know that it's open. Okay. Now, of course, these are rough examples. In the free training, I give more in-depth examples. If you want access to it, using levels of consciousness to influence human behavior, just comment down below the word training. I will send it to you. So the 4th step here, quick overview. All right. What does this person want? Communicate with conviction that you can give them what they want. Speak at their level of consciousness. Don't speak over somebody's head. Just come down and look at them in their eyes and vibe with them, right? The 4th step, and this is the obvious one, I suppose. I'll take a sip before I say it. Deliver on your word. If you tell someone you're going to help them transform their body, do everything in your power to open up this door for them to walk through. Now, of course, you can't train for them. You can't eat for them, but you can make it very easy for them to do something that's going to help them transform their life. If you tell them you're going to help them heal, then give them everything they need to know to really wake up to the fact that health is already present, right? If you're going to help somebody make more money, then do everything in your power to help that person make more money. Deliver on your word. It's not hard to separate yourself in this online coaching world. It's really not. The way you separate yourself is you really care about other people. That's it. 90% of these people that we see sharing inspirational posts who label themselves as a coach, they do it because they want the clout. And it's amazing. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong here, but a lot of people do it because of the image. And they don't really care. They just want to boost up the bank account. And they're going to experience karma for that, or just a reflection of that behavior. It will come back to them in various ways. Perhaps it's not in the way of their business family, but it is going to happen because that's a universal law, right? Let me take a couple breaths here to see if there's anything else that I want to add. Real quick, two things. If you want the free training, Levels of Consciousness for Influencing Human Behavior and Sales, comment down below the word training. I'll send it to you. If you want to join a community, a free community of like-minded people, where our mission is to raise the consciousness of our planet, to create prosperity and help people transform their lives, and have a cool conversation, just comment down below the word community. I'll invite you to our free community. Now I'll take a couple of breaths. Really the first thing that comes up immediately is, like, if you know, and I suspect this won't resonate with everybody, but if it resonates with you, listen to me. If you know that you are here to serve people, to help people transform, you have to do everything in your power to surrender to that, to abide by it, to take the action to fulfill that mission. You have to. We need you to do it. It sounds cliche, but there is a lot of truth there. So many people who have that call, they take it, they abuse it. Not everybody has the call to help people transform. They really don't. But those who do, most of them abuse it and they don't answer the call. Answer the call. Not just for the sake of helping other people transform, but for the reason that it's going to create so much fulfillment, so much adventure, so much epicness in your life, not to mention the fact that you will make a wildly abundant life by helping people transform. I think that's it for me today. I'll do another live in a couple of days. If you have any questions, comments, or anything you would like to bring to this conversation, comment them down below. If you'd like to learn more about how you can grow your own coaching business, especially if you're in the health, the mindset, or the spiritual world, because I've kind of mastered that world. If you want to learn how you can really grow that, leverage social media to improve your impact, your income, just comment down below the words help, or just simply send me a message. I'm here to serve you. Okay. But that's it. Unconditional love, y'all. Have an epic rest of your day, rest of your week, and have an epic life. Give that to yourself now.